It was a warm, clear day. I was looking forward to my paddle down in Dana Point Harbor. And I got on my board and I started paddling. And about halfway up the harbor, I lost all my energy. My left arm, I just lost all movement. And I had that feeling in my stomach. I knew something was really wrong. And I tried to get back on the board and I couldn't get on the board. I fell off. I was twisting under the water because I was trying to propel myself and keep my head above, and I realized that I'm in real trouble. When I was sinking, two girls were on stand-up paddle boards, and they came by and they saw me.
He actually put his hand up, and then that's kind of like a universal, I need help.
I can remember them paddling at me very quickly, and she got me back on her board.
You're gonna be okay. We're gonna get you help.
At that point, it's just that, I guess, adrenaline rush, and you're just like, oh my gosh, you know, what's happening? You don't know what to expect.
I would say that he was really close to drowning. He had no realization that anything was wrong with him. He kept telling me, oh, I just need to rest, and then I'll be fine. Just let me rest, and I can make it.
I remember the girl saying, he's had a stroke.
He's had a stroke, get help!
And then the next thing I knew,
John, my name is Bridget. I'm one of the nurses here at Mission Hospital. Paramedics brought you in from Dana Point Harbor, and we're going to take good care of you, okay?
You know, I'm Dr. Firestone. I'll be taking care of you. We see many strokes come through the ER, and this one was very memorable because you never get more of a team approach or a really start-to-end care than you're going to get in a case like this. ER nurses from our own hospital, and they're some of our best nurses, very trained, experienced, on their day off to basically be back on the clock again and taking care of a patient who had a stroke and literally saving his life out of the water. Without their care, he probably never would have gotten to us, to be honest. All right, so let's get a Coach Stroke going right now.
Call Coach Stroke, please, in ED22. Thank you.
I certainly knew I was in a good place. They were ready for him when he came in. They had everything figured out. They had everybody on standby. And I was told right away they had a neurologist on his way, and the neurosurgeon was there, and a team was within a half an hour of his being at the hospital. They had all these people.
One of the reasons I think we achieve excellent outcomes in stroke care at our hospital is it's all about the people. We have an outstanding team of dedicated individuals who basically ready to scramble at a moment's notice, and we all come together very cohesively to look at these very complex stroke cases. A very common expression in our field is time is brain, and I think the constellation of having all this advanced, very rapid imaging contributes to good patient outcomes, because essentially we can take patients from the emergency room with a rapid triage and complete all the imaging studies in a matter of seconds.
To be certified as a stroke center means that Mission Hospital has achieved the highest standards of evaluation and care for stroke patients. What it means to the patient is that you have a much greater chance of having a good outcome from your stroke. In many cases, we can actually effect a cure, if you will, by restoring the normal blood flow rapidly. In other cases, the outcome is also improved by the care given to the patient with our evidence-based protocols.
The Progressive Care and Stroke Unit, or PCSU, is a 24-bed unit. It's all private rooms. It's in the new tower, which we're thrilled about. Mission Hospital, we're very proud to say, has better outcomes than the region or the nation. Our patients are in the hospital for a shorter length of time in the acute side, and we really believe that is because we do have this integrated team approach to caring for these patients.
Good job.
We are the only hospital in Central and South Orange County that can take patients from day one at a certified stroke center through months and months of complete rehab. So we literally are there day one through the acute rehab unit into outpatient rehab, which includes both an intensive day program on the acute rehab unit, which John participated in for several months. So our continuum of care from inpatient to outpatient, we are going to add quality to that life that might not have been there 10 or 20 years ago.
What are the odds of you know, being rescued like that. I mean, it was just a providence, I guess. Oh, I don't know if I could give them just enough thanks. I would just tell them how grateful I am to be alive. And I definitely, you know, I'm here because of them. I got more time on earth because of these angels.
As an ER nurse, we don't always get to see the end results, and to see John today and get up and walk and talk to us and the follow through and to be able to see that is amazing, and to see how well he's doing is amazing.
John happens to be a very fortunate guy. Hard to say that when somebody sustains an injury like John sustained, but the fact is that he was in our catchment area, that he was attended to by our first-rate nursing staff, that he was brought preferentially to Mission Hospital as a stroke center and provided the best care possible. This enabled John to return to his life, to be a husband, to be a father, and to be an active member of the community. And we are very proud at Mission Hospital that we've been able to do this for John.
It's clear that the people there really do care about what they do. It's a hospital, it's their job, and they brush it off like it's their job. But I know that they care. I can tell the difference between one hospital and another, and that hospital is great.
To be able to get up in the morning and to live right now, I realize how precious it is. And at the end of the day, that's all that matters, is you're with your family and your friends.